Yes, hello and welcome back. Code with SDM here. Welcome to another video where we'll be discussing about how you can use the widgets on the resource pages. And basically here is where I'll introduce you to the filament widgets. So when we are discussing about the filament widgets, so at the moment here, this is one of the example of the filament widgets. So it's just a card with its details, okay? And most of the time we use the widgets to show a certain important and insightful data on your pages. So you can be able to see most of the time that we use it on the dashboard, but there is a time, let's say you want to do the insight of your product or items or whatever resource that you have in your system. So you can be able to use the widgets on that particular resource, and then the users will be able to see that insight in a very good way, so that they can be able to use the system easily. So basically, when we want to create a widget, but that is specific for a certain resource, so we need to discuss it using this page. But later on, we will discuss about how you can add the widgets that are just not for the specific resource page. So this section we will cover it up from scratch. So the overview of the widgets, how you can use them, how you can create the stats overviews widget, you can create the chart widgets, how you can create the table widget, and then we'll be in a good position to deal with any kind of resource widget. But for now, let's deal with the simplest one, which is a widget on a resource page. So to create a resource for a certain, the widget for a certain resource, this is the pattern. This command will just create a widget, which you give it the name here, and then you have to provide the flag, which says resource, and then you should provide the name of the resource that you're going to create the widget for. So let me copy this command. Let me go back here, and basically I want to create the widget for basically for products, which is our items here, because I want to show just how these widgets works. So by copying this command, now going to the application, let me close all of these. So just paste it here. Let me remove these characters that are anonymous. Okay. So this one will be product overview. And the resource will be product resource. And then you click enter, and then it will ask you for the type of widget that you're going to create. So basically I'm creating just a start overview. So I just say stats overview, and then it will ask you if you would like to create this widget in a panel. So basically it will be yes. So now this widget has been created, and it says make sure to register the widget in the product, then get widget method. So basically now if you go back here on app filament, then resource, on your specific resource you have a new directory called widgets. So here is where our widget will be generated. So this will be the widget that we are going to have it in our product page. So to use it, you have to update the widget. So basically you have to register it on the get widgets method. So let's go to the get widget method, which you should make it on your particular resource. So basically let me go to the copy this one on my resource. Here I have to use that function, and this one should be product overview widget, then this way. Okay, so after you have registered it this way, now if you'd like to learn how to build the and customize, just check out the dashboard documentation. So that's where we're going to see on how you can customize this widget later on here, but for now let's just see here. So to display a widget on a resource page, you have to use either of these two methods if you want to show either on the header or on the footer. Okay, so means here you will control the place where you are going to place your widget. So if you want to put this one on the header or on the footer, we are going to do this on the display page, which is our listing page. So let's try to put it on the header widget. So let's use this method, and let's go back to the product resource, then to the pages which are inside the product resource. Then on the listing page here, instead of using these tabs, because currently you see we have these widgets here, I mean the tabs for active, inactive, and all. So instead of using these tabs, I'm going to replace them with the widget. So let me try to disable by commenting them, and then down here I'm going to paste it, the widget. Then I want to remove this and use our product overview widget this way. Okay, so now if we go back here, refresh this page, so now you can see it is doing the loading of the widget. And basically on our widget we don't have anything, that's why you see it has been hidden automatic. So what we can do, just let's go inside this widget, and here FilamentPHP gives you a way to add the record, because at a certain point you need to add the details on your widget. So there is a way of accessing the current record in the widget, means you can access them by using this way, and you can be able also to access the data from the table. For example, this is the table, so you want to access the data from here, like you want to get the number or the count of all product that you have on this table. So you can be able to use this way by just using this trait, and when you use that trait you can be able to get the data. Okay, but currently I just want to show you the simplest way of doing this. So you can just use this start, because FilamentPHP gives you this helper method for you to be able to show the statistics. So we're going to say, let's say total product equal to a certain value. So instead of just using the same way as what the documentation say, you can just say start. Okay, so use the start, and then we can say make, then we can say total product, then the value should be, let's say product, which is the model, then we can say count. Okay, so now if I go back here and refresh, and here you see, so we have the total number of product, which is 7. So if you see here already we have 7 out of 7. So means now this system works as we expected, and the widget works as we expected. And here you can be able to see it. Okay, so now you can be able to add other more things here, like you can add the insight for, let's say, the highest price or the lowest price. So you can be able to add those kind of stuffs here, so that the users can be able to get the more insight of your details. For example, let's say you want to get let's say the selling price, the highest selling price, for example. So we can just say start, then we can say make, we can say highest price, then you can just say product, then you can say where, or you can just say order by, then the column should be the selling price, and then you can just say limit to only one, but here you have to, I guess we have to say first, no, this one won't work. So the simplest way we can do here, basically you can just do the following. Instead of using the order by, we have this function called the maximum, so just use it to get the value of selling price. So it will get the highest selling price, and then it will display it here. And basically you can be able to show here the currency. So instead of just showing it from here, you can just say TZS, then we can concatenate it here. Okay, so now if I go back here, now it refreshes. Now we should be able to see the value here. So the selling price which is greater, it is this one. Okay, so this is just for insight. But for example, let's say you want to show this one on footer instead of showing it on header. So the function to do so is, oh, that one was right here. So you can just use this one instead of so instead of get header widget, we can just say get footer widgets. Okay, and now if I go back here and refresh, and now you should be able to see that no widget has been shown here, but they will be shown on the footer side here. You see? So that's the coolest way how you can be able to deal with the widgets inside the filament resources. So there is other configurations that you can see, like to get the total number of counts from the parent. Then you can be able to pass the parameters or values inside the overview or the widget that you are dealing with. So, and that's all about the resource or widget resource thing. So I believe you have learned something new considering using the widget inside the resource pages. So thank you, and see you on the next video, where we'll be discussing about the tables. So I'm going to start with the tables because the custom pages and the code quality, these you can just do them on your time because there is nothing new about these two. So when we will start to talk about the tables, I'll pass through this in the next session, just in a fast way, and then we can start to work on the tables, because here is where we are going just to modify our system to look a little bit great, because currently we were focusing on the core feature of Filament PHP. So I would like to congratulate you because now you are able to create a Filament admin panel from your own and from scratch. So this Filament PHP will help you to create the admin panels with easy. So it's just a matter of understanding the resources, and when you master the resources, means all of these other features fall inside these core things that you're going to do here. For the other things, it's just how you can be able to configure the panel, which I'll explain to you how you can do the customization of the application and everything that you need to know. So the next coming videos will be very interesting because already we have covered the initial steps of each of our Filament PHP issues. So thank you and see you on the next video.